Hi there, welcome. Today we're going to talk about a topic that never goes out of style and that you've probably thought about many times. How to save money without giving up the things you love. We all know that, especially here in the US, the cost of living can be high: rent, groceries, transportation, entertainment. Everything adds up. And let's be honest, sometimes it feels like your paycheck disappears before the month even ends. Sound familiar? The good news is, there are simple and effective ways to cut expenses without making big sacrifices. The goal isn't to live with less, but to manage your money better and make smarter choices day to day. When people hear saving money, they often think it means giving up things they enjoy: going out, traveling, buying something fun. But in reality, just a few habit changes can help you enjoy life. Spend less, and even save more at the end of the month. In this video, I'll share 5 key tips to help you save money, all adapted to the American lifestyle. We'll talk about real-life situations you probably deal with regularly in the US, from grocery shopping and transportation to subscription services and budgeting. So, if you want to learn how to save practically, without lowering your quality of life, stick with me until the end. I'm sure at least one of these tips will resonate with you, and if you apply all of them, you might be surprised at how much you can actually save. Tip 1. Cook at home. One of the easiest and most effective ways to save money every day is to cook your meals at home. This is especially true in the US, where eating out has become such a part of our culture, but it's also a major budget killer. Grabbing takeout, going to restaurants or cafes, or ordering delivery might seem convenient, but those costs add up fast. A simple lunch at a casual restaurant can run you $15, $20, and doing that several times a week can wreck your budget. Cooking at home dramatically cuts the cost per meal. Shopping for fresh ingredients at local grocery stores, farmers markets, or even discount stores like Aldi or Trader Joe's can help you eat well while spending way less. And it's not just about money. Cooking at home is also better for your health. You have control over what goes into your food: less sodium, sugar, and unhealthy fats. So you're saving and taking care of your body at the same time. A good strategy is to plan your weekly meals in advance. This avoids impulse purchases and reduces food waste. For example, you can cook a big batch of chili, pasta, or stir-fry and enjoy leftovers for a few days. And hey, if you love going out to eat, that's okay. You don't have to cut it out entirely. Just make it a special treat, not an everyday habit. That way, you save money, but still enjoy the dining out experience once in a while. Tip 2. Review your subscriptions. Another easy way to save, and one that often goes unnoticed, is to take a closer look at your monthly subscriptions. These days, most people have at least a couple of them: Netflix, Spotify, Amazon Prime, Disney Plus, fitness apps, meal kits, cloud storage. The list goes on. The problem is, many of us are paying for things we barely use or completely forgot we signed up for. That automatic payment just keeps coming out of your account each month, and when you add it all up, it can be a lot. Set aside time to go through your subscriptions. Ask yourself, do I actually use this enough to justify the cost? If the answer is no, it might be time to cancel. Also, consider sharing subscriptions. Many platforms allow family or group plans like Spotify, Premium Family, or Netflix, multi-user accounts, which can make services much more affordable. And no, this isn't about cutting out all the fun. It's just about being intentional and keeping only what really adds value to your life. Less waste, more savings. Each canceled or shared subscription means more money in your pocket each month and over the course of a year. That's a big win. Tip 3. Use public transit and bike more. Transportation is one of the biggest ongoing expenses in the US, especially if you own a car. between gas, insurance, maintenance, and parking. Not to mention the stress of traffic, the costs add up fast. That's why one smart way to save is to use public transit whenever possible. In cities like New York, Chicago, San Francisco, or DC, the subway, buses, and trains can get you around for a fraction of what you'd spend driving. Many cities also have improved their bike lanes and bike share programs like City Bike or Lime. Biking is a great option that saves you money, boosts your health, and reduces your environmental footprint. If you live in an area where transit isn't ideal, consider carpooling or using rideshare apps more strategically. Apps like Waze, Carpool, Uberpool, or even coordinating rides with coworkers can significantly cut down on your fuel and parking costs. Of course, some regions in the U.S. still require a car, especially rural or suburban areas, but when possible, switching to public transport, biking, or carpooling is a smart, money-saving move that can simplify your life. Tip 4. Dissect 1 of the smartest and increasingly popular ways to save money in the U.S. is by shopping secondhand. Gone are the days when used items were seen as low quality. Now, thanks to platforms like Facebook Marketplace, OfferUp, Poshmark, ThredUp, and even local thrift stores like Goodwill or Habitat for Humanity restores, it's easy and socially acceptable to buy gently used items for way less. You can find everything: clothes, furniture, books, electronics, appliances, decor, sometimes even new or nearly new items for a fraction of the price. Besides saving money, it's also a more sustainable way to consume, giving things a second life instead of adding more to landfills. And don't just buy, sell too. That dress you never wore, that old coffee table, or that outdated tech gadget could be exactly what someone else is looking for. So when you embrace buying and selling secondhand, you not only save but contribute to a more balanced, eco-friendly way of shopping. Tip 5. Create a simple budget. Finally, one of the most effective strategies for saving money, and one that might sound intimidating, is building a personal budget. A lot of people avoid budgeting because they think it's complicated or time-consuming, but in truth, a basic budget can totally change how you manage your finances. Start by listing your income, paychecks, benefits, side gigs, and your fixed expenses: rent, utilities, internet, subscriptions, transportation. This helps you see exactly where your money is going. Then, set a small savings goal each month. You don't need to start big. Even $20 or $50 a month adds up over time. The key is to get into the habit of saving regularly, even if it's a small amount. There are plenty of budgeting apps designed for Americans like Mint, YNAB, You Need a Budget, or Good Budget that make this super easy. They track your spending, categorize your expenses, and even send you alerts if you're going over budget. The secret is realizing that a budget isn't restrictive, it's empowering. It gives you clarity on what's essential and what can be adjusted, helping you save without giving up the things that matter most. And there you have it. These were 5 simple but powerful tips to help you save money without dramatically changing your lifestyle. Saving money doesn't mean giving up what you enjoy, it just means being smarter about your choices. Cooking more at home, cutting out invisible expenses like unused subscriptions, rethinking your transportation, buying secondhand, tracking your budget. All of these are doable steps that can really add up by the end of the month. Remember, the key is to start small, at your own pace. Choose 1 or 2 tips to try this week and see how it goes. Over time, these changes can become habits, and good money habits are just as important as good physical or mental health routines. Now it's your turn. What's your 1 tip for saving money? Got a trick that works well for you? Drop it in the comments. Your idea might help someone else too. If you enjoyed this video, give it a like, share it with your friends, and subscribe for more practical money tips like these. See you next time.